We all know Pokemon was made by an autistic person, but consider the idea that it was made for autistic people as well. 1. Absolutely nothing in the entire game requires dexterity or quick reaction time. You can beat the game with no problems, even if you have the reaction time of a shuttle. 2. Game mechanics based on categorization. Things placed neatly into categories that are easy to memorize. 3. There are multiplayer element, but the game itself completely single player, no social interaction required to enjoy the hell out of this game. 4. You are not only encouraged, but expected to have empathy for, and form an attachment to these virtual creatures that do not actually exist, which is very easy for an autistic person with hyper-empathy to do. 5. The whole point of the game is collecting things. Autistics will understand this one. 6. Making eye contact with an NPC is an act of aggression. That last one sent me. I was offered a random day off due to an overstaffing mistake and took it. I decided to have fun with the pets. I got all ready for work like I normally would, and they did their usual job of trying to persuade me not to go, and I made a dramatic show of letting them win. They've been on a happiness high for the past 3 hours. This made my day. Every day the same telemarketing company calls us. I've asked to be taken off their calling list. I've tried to be civil. I've even tried to not answer the phone. Yet they'll keep calling. So now I've resorted to making the phone's calls as annoying as possible for them. Today I asked the person to hold while I got a pen and paper. As of now, they've been waiting 45 minutes. Update. I just asked him if he was still there. Then when he said yes, I told him I had found a pen but no paper, but that I'm still looking. It's been an hour. I have literally been on Tumblr and YouTube while this guy waits. It's been almost an hour and a half. Update. After an hour and 35 minutes, I told him that I had found paper, but my pen was dead. He hung up. Ah well, I'll just do it again tomorrow. You are the future. As a former telemarketer, I can tell you that the only reason that guy hung on the line for so long was because he didn't really want to make any more calls anyway and was probably reading a book or chatting with friends while you pretended to find paper and pen. He was enjoying your mischief as much, if not more, than you were. You literally gave this guy an acceptable reason to take an hour and a half break. You are his hero. He likely only finally hung up because it was officially his break time anyway. He probably told all his co-workers about your call, and they'll be laughing about it for weeks. Holy sh! Is this a happy ending to a post where everybody actually wins? Okay, sit down, shut up. We are gonna talk colors. This is sapphire. This is teal. This is periwinkle. This is azure. And this is turquoise. Wonder if those all don't look like the same color, because they are not. Other than being part of the same family of blues, they are not all the same fking color. Why would they all be the same fking color? Do you think we just name new colors for kicks? When describing a character's godforsaken eye color, pick one. Yeah, goddamn hippie. As someone who is colorblind, this post is fking hilarious, because they are in fact all the same fking color. Me, when I see a cat. Cat. Fun fact. When I see cute animals, I forget English and automatically revert to my native Hungarian. I don't know what bystanders make of me reciting guttural gibberish to rabbits. But the real question is, what are you saying to the rabbits? Is it rabbit, 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 bunny, 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 or cute bunny? Well, I usually say the Hungarian equivalent of bun, 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 little bun, look at your tiny spoon shaped ears, or bun, brave little lawnmower bun. But sometimes I say, hey rabbits, my sister's gonna go to med school, because I think everyone should know. I live in Japan, and I always revert to English to talk to small animals, and I was cooing at this tiny little fluff machine of a puppy in baby English, like, hello, you're so cute, such a cute, hello, yes, you're good, and the 70-year-old Japanese lady that was walking him started to translate the baby talk English into Japanese for her pup. She wanted to be sure he understood it too. Intelligence. Inanity of statements. Human proximity to cat. You're a kitty. Accurate. I was at a pet store with Eileen. A woman walked up to us and asked if she could pet her. Eileen's collar has deaf dog embroidered on it. The lady asked about it. I confirmed, yes, she's deaf. The lady immediately switched to American Sign Language and asked her how was her day. Was she being a good girl? She's so pretty. Eileen is wagging her tail excitedly, knowing that someone is talking to her. Getting to sleep peacefully. My body doing that weird falling thing. You fell asleep too quickly, so I simulated a near-death experience to see if you were still alive. This girl is on Tumblr in class in front of me, but I can't see what her URL is because the font is too small. She just turned around and squinted at me, and I just got this message. I saw your post, Fka. You ever have a piece of bread that's so good you understand the plot of Les Miserables? Opposite energy from tasting Turkish delights for the first time and wondering what the F was Edmund on. NPCs do not deserve the same hairstyle as me. NPCs do not deserve better hairstyles than me. Can playing a video game be spiritual? Bruh, play Animal Crossing at 2:23 AM on a calm rainy night, and you will transcend space and time, and find peace. I keep rearranging the letters of my sister's The Beatles sign on her bedroom door. She is not happy. I've given up trying to make them normal. He ate tables. Boys are so lucky they have boners. To tell them that they're horny, because girls are just like, am I horny, or am I hungry, or am I bored? I don't know. I don't have a PP. That's definitely an interesting take. But sometimes we get boners for no reason, and it's something like, what is it boy, did you see something? You two are my new favorite people on this site. You'll ever get those random ghost shivers, where it isn't even cold or anything, but all of a sudden, it feels like you are full of static electricity, and you shake uncontrollably? The pictures might make it seem like a slow process, but this really happens very rapidly in just a few seconds. I once heard that this is your brain randomly zapping you with electrical signals to make sure you're not dead. Not sure if that's true. My brain, seeing if I'm alive or dead. Vibe check. A game show where a toddler has to choose between a check for $1 million or a small basket filled with $8.14 worth of dollar store toys, and in the corner of the TV you can see their parents in a lock soundproof room watching from a screen and screaming the whole time. First year knows he shouldn't be looking at the welding, but can't help himself. The forbidden light, he sighed. It got me again. Feels like someone's thrown sand in my eyes. So foolish. This is not satire. It's actually like this. Concept. Cartoon series undergoes a time skip, and suddenly everybody's character designs and relationships are different. The protagonist is missing an eye. The politics of nations have been upended. The world the show takes place on has somehow acquired a third moon, but it never actually specifies how long the time skip was. The audience is initially encouraged to believe it's been years, but eventually, it's revealed that it was only like a couple of weeks, and it just happened to be a really eventful 2 weeks. Wait, before I go, does anyone have the photoset of the frog that looks like this? You have a choice between destroying the political cartoon art style or the Family Guy / CAD / Gonamut art style. Multi-track drifting. When someone sends out a group email that starts with just a friendly reminder, that really means they want to kill everyone in the office. As per my last email. Game recommendation. Any of the games you already own and haven't played yet, stop buying new games, you stupid hole. You are 100% right. Also, F you. Attention all customers, our store will be closing in 5 minutes. If you are present in the store after closing, you will be hunted for sport. Bring it F-stick. See how fast the hunters become the hunted. Just because you wear mossy oak to dress up for a Walmart run doesn't mean your average Target cashier couldn't stuff and mount your head over their fireplace. Did you know? Giant tarantulas keep tiny frogs as pets. Insects will eat the burrowing tarantula's eggs, so the spiders protect the frogs from predators, and in return the frogs eat the insects. This has blown my mind for years. It's so unreal. It's almost the same exact reason humans and cats started living together. Tiny frogs are tarantula house cats. A science fact seldom gets to sound that much like meaningless word salad. This is legit, guys. And I'm excited about it. Someone needs to draw a tarantula person with a tiny pet house frog now. Please, let this be a thing. Don't you fking dare, Kevin. Don't you fking do it. What did I just say? The world can't survive without the bees. But the world will never miss a greedy CEO. Eco-socialist praxis. I support you, Poison Ivy. Reblog if you support Poison Ivy. That's my girl. Man, you wrote a story about how she was crazy because you wanted a justification for why she was in Arkham. Don't act like you stand now. No, funny person. I wrote her original secret origin story as a narrative about a man investigating her who sent her to Arkham after deciding that he couldn't cope with her and that she couldn't reliably be manipulated into working for the US government. And if I didn't love her, I wouldn't have written her secret origin or put her in Black Orchid back when she was a semi-forgotten Batman baddie. I still love and I'm proud of how much of what I wrote in that 10-page comic has survived and become a solid part of the mythology over the last 35 years. You're thinking you can go after Neil Gaiman, who has forgotten more about these characters than you will ever know. Oh, you sweet summer child. This is how archaeologists hunt. We couldn't find any bones, so we'll just have to make some. It also stresses me out when vampires just bite someone and they bleed all over the place and the vampire has their mouth on the bite for like 1 second, then comes away covered in blood and drops the person to the floor, and then they go and kill like 2 more people. Like, imagine if you went out with your friend and bought a can of Pepsi, shook it up real good, opened it, and just let it fking rip directly into your face for a good 10 seconds with your mouth wide open. Then drop the can of whatever's left on the floor and were like, damn, if only I didn't need 5 cans of Pepsi a day to get my fix. You don't. Even a vampire apologist has their limits. Till that when British scientists discovered homosexual behavior in penguins in 1911, they were so shocked that they published the study in Greek so it would remain accessible to only a few scientists. The scientists. My fking god. These be gay. Non-local area code equals hang up. Obvious telemarketer. Local area code equals hang up. This one is also a telemarketer, but trying to be sneaky. Never answer the phone ever. It's so crazy that there are creatures like this on Earth. I know, children are so disgusting.